What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. Welcome to Today in Gaming, your source for all the news from the video game industry. Today is Thursday, March 28th, 2013. Here's everything that I can find on the web and by camping in Gabe Newell's backyard. Today in gaming, there's a new first-person shooter on the market. Tactical Intervention takes players into urban environments as either a member of an elite counter-terrorist unit sworn to fight for justice, or as an elite terrorist hell-bent on scorching the whole of the earth. The lead designer of Tactical Intervention is a man by the name of Min Lee, who was one of the co-creators of Counter-Strike. The game is a free download, part of the OG Planet Network. In order to play it, you must download their client and the game, which takes up 1.8 gigabytes of space, which took about an hour to download. There are two game modes at launch. The first is a traditional team versus team deathmatch, and the second is a bit more unusual team versus team mission mode, where both teams compete to complete a mission as thoroughly as possible. If you sign up for the game, tell them Angelic Mayhem sent you in the referral box, and we'll see what that gets me. Today in gaming, Bridge Project is a game from German developer Halcon Media. Halcon is actually quite famous in Germany. However, the only other game Americans might know them for is Kingdom Elemental. This new game is a bridge building simulator for the PC and Macintosh. If you're into structural engineering, or you just want to know how difficult it is to span a river, then this game is for you. The game is 1995 euros. It requires 2 gigabytes of hard drive space, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and a 3D graphics card. But Steam has it for 20% off as a launch special. Check it out if you're interested. Today in gaming, Devolver Digital, who you might remember from yesterday's episode as the house behind Dark, has a game coming out on Steam and the iPad. Dungeon Hearts is a very unique JRPG/match 3 combo game that sees 4 characters, each with their own abilities, fighting to save the world from evil monsters. It's a really cute game that could easily take up hours of your time while waiting for buses or lasagnas to finish cooking in the oven. Today in gaming, Telltale Games, makers of the much acclaimed series The Walking Dead, and DC Entertainment, owners of Superman, have announced a collaboration called The Wolf Among Us. The game is based on the Bill Willingham comic book series Fables, which has been in print for 10 years and has a rich universe and character base. You will play as Bigby Wolf, formerly known as the Big Bad Wolf, who is a sheriff in New York City. Sadly, the website was down when I tried to go there, so I don't even know what kind of game this is. I'll try to get you some more information. The game is slated to launch on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Today in gaming, the 15th annual Independent Games Festival happened last night, and, as they are wont to do, awards were given out for excellence in independent game design. Kentucky Route Zero received the award for excellence in visual art. Cart Life received 3 awards, including excellence in narrative, and the game 140 received the award for excellence in audio. Today in gaming, also in award night news, the 13th annual Game Developers Choice Awards had their award ceremony as well. Journey took home 6 awards, including Best Downloadable Game, Game of the Year, Best Visual Arts, and Best Audio. Far Cry 3 took home the award for Best Technology, and The Walking Dead took home the award for Best Narrative. Today in gaming, Larian Studios, developers of the Divinity series, have turned to Kickstarter to fund their next project, Divinity Original Sin. This game is an isometric CRPG with both single and multiplayer modes. Of course, they're going to give you missions in the Divinity universe. However, the really interesting concept is the RPG editor, which allows you to create your own missions that you can then share with friends. I personally am very curious to see what kinds of missions people come up with. This Kickstarter project is already 25% of the way to its goal, with 29 days left. It will end on April 26th, 2013. Today in gaming, Double Fine Adventures has a new game coming out called The Broken Age. This trailer they posted is a little vague, so I'm not really sure what the game is all about. The Wikipedia page says that it's a point-and-click adventure game. What I do know is that when it finished, Double Fine Adventures was the most successful Kickstarter project to that date, bringing in $3.45 million US. I'll keep you posted as this game develops. Today in gaming, GameSpot.com announced early this morning that Dragon Age 3 Inquisition and the next Mass Effect game will both be built on the Frostbite 3 engine. The Frostbite 3 engine promises some amazing upgrades to its predecessor. Currently, DICE has announced that Battlefield 4 is slated to be the debut game for the engine. You can read the full article via the link below. Today in gaming, according to the website OzGamers.com, Nintendo has announced that they will be offering support for games developed on the Unity 3D platform for the Wii U. This has been a very exciting week for Unity 3D, having earlier been given the same support by Sony for its upcoming PlayStation 4 console. Today in gaming, is GameStop the last of the buggy whip makers? Gamasutra.com has an article in the final Q4 2012 report from GameStop and its failure to meet year-of-end expectations. GameStop has been having serious problems adjusting to a new world of digital game downloads. For the year ending February the 2nd, 2013, game sales were down 7%, and the console sales also took a hit, though lackluster console sales are to be expected with next-generation consoles getting ready to launch. Expectations for this year are also grim, with estimates as much as 8% down. We'll see if GameStop can find a way to keep the brick-and-mortar model afloat, or if it makes a full conversion to digital download. Today in gaming, this is a big week for trailers, with GDC happening out in California. Sony Online Entertainment, the makers of Dragon's Prophet, released a preview trailer on GamesHell.com showing off their online game, which allows you to recruit and train an army of dragons. Some really cool stuff. I signed up for the beta, so you'll be seeing more of this game soon. Today in gaming, eCol Tactics is a turn-based online tactical RPG where you move characters around the board and attack enemy units. The trailer that launched has an oddly chipper narrator who shows you some of the attack moves. It's a little disturbing, but the game seems nice. The beta is open to everyone, so if you like the game, feel free to join. Today in gaming, are you in the market for a Mexican-themed co-op multiplayer dimension-swapping Metroidvania beat-em-up platformer? Sure, we all are. Well, we're all in luck. Guacamelee, ! Will be launching on Tuesday, April the 9th, 2013 in the United States, and the next day in Europe for the PlayStation 3 and the Vita. The game is developed by Drinkbox Studios, known for their Vita release Tales from Space, Mutant Blobs Attack. This is one of the funniest trailers I've ever seen. I love this thing. I think the concept of flipping between the two worlds is very clever, and I would encourage you to check it out. Today in gaming, the French gaming site gameblog.fr has heard rumors that the next Batman game will be called Batman Arkham Origins. I have no confirmation on this yet, so right now it's just a rumor. Today in gaming, videogamer.com has posted an article about the next Assassin's Creed game. No, not Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the one after that. Yes, apparently AC5 is already being developed by Ubisoft Toronto. They also have another Splinter Cell in production. Both are very exciting confirmations. Today in gaming, there's a website called thefreebundle.com that promotes indie game developers by packaging multiple indie games together and then allowing users to download them all for free. Today's bundle includes the games Super Smash Land, Burn and Turn, The Witch's House, Alter Ego, The Battle for Wesnoth, and Slaves of Rama. These are good indie games, and they're free, so you can't beat that. Today in gaming, of all the companies in the United Kingdom who you would expect to be interested in selling the Ouya, a crowdsourced game console that doesn't have any hard copy games, Game is the one that you'd think would be last on the list. This company was within days of going under and has clawed its way back, trying to find a place in the new world for its brick-and-mortar setup. But they announced that they will be selling the Ouya in their stores. Spong.com has the full details. Today in gaming, for users of the Macintosh, Gamersgate is now selling Grid on their website for $24.99 US. Grid is a flashy racing game featuring high-performance cars and a unique damage model that allows you to smash them to bits. The game takes up 8 gigabytes on your hard drive and requires a 1.8 gigahertz processor or better. Well, that's it for this episode. If you have a gaming-related piece of news, email me the press release, link, or whatever to angelicmayhem@yahoo.com. That's angelic with a K, and I'll add it to the queue. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button or subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily updates on the video game industry. That's it for today. Tune in next time for another exciting episode of Today in Gaming. I'm Angelic Mayhem, and I'll see you later.